EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Running left on the handoff, Carter. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Off the option, that's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. Yeah.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Michael Carter taking it in from a yard out. zone. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. It's certainly not how they envisioned the start to this when you give up the touchdown and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Now he'll escape to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Minshew. Finds Gibbs on the check down. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. He ended up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
That is caught. And he's taken down inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down. Read option. This is Gibbs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return is Duvernay. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got
a leap, and he's got it. He got it. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Minshew sets to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Check 13.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Still on his feet. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Carter will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Carter again.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Michael Carter
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw it. Minshew.
This ball down the field for Pitts.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Minshew not coming off. They'll try and go for it.
On 4th down, Minshew keeps himself upright.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Watson.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Watson changing the play.
Watson throwing on 1st down.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion left comes Brown. To throw is Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope it didn't come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Here's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way down to the 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Back to throw, Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Check 3, check 3. Check 37, check 37. Check.
On second down, Minshew. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, you got three down. Jim.
They'll throw now on the final play. Sliding out of the pocket.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kyle Pitts
from 8 yards out.
And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
On the return is Duvernay.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Minshew, 1st and 10. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyler Lockett, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
On the return is Duvernay. This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think of...
There he goes, left side. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Watson, flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Davis Price will try to pick it up.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
4th down, a give to Gibbs.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing to start the drive. Watson. And this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Going deep this time for Miller. They've got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Scotty Miller, 81 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, at 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
151 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Carter straight ahead. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals.